If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs.
Oh my God. I mean, in this AI era, I suppose they can, but these are straight up pictures unchanged. Your eyes don't deceive you, but the media does. CNN's Dana Bash, well, she compares this madness to what happened in LA in 1992.
What did happen in 1992 was so different from what we're seeing now. I mean, that was a real riot.
Guess this isn't a real riot. MSNBC interviewing California Representative Judy Chu, a Democrat, who calls this a, quote, manufactured crisis. What does that even mean?
If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs. You're seeing ICE agents.
And I want to address what Unc just wrote. I assume you were referring to the statement that was getting ready to be made. I haven't seen anyone pointing guns or burning buildings in California. Remember I said that point earlier, how we have to be proactive rather than reactive? Do y'all remember a long time ago in 2020 when they burned, or they either burned down or took over the police precinct? I think it was in Seattle. We remember what happened in 2020, right? How violent that got. We do recall that, right? So we'd be stupid to not think that these type of riots could escalate into a similar situation, right? Especially with all the race war that we've been seeing that's been brewed and has been brewing for a very long time. So I don't know exactly what you meant, Unc, when it comes to, and maybe you addressed it in your last comment. So let me read your last comment. But that's illegal, nephew, for a sheriff to blatantly say all that publicly. That's not right under the circumstances. It may appear to be right. Is it illegal or it's not right? What law did he just? So if it's illegal, Unc.
First and foremost, want to give a huge shout out to everybody that continues to tap in with us, like and subscribe and join our community. If you haven't already, please make sure that you do. We look forward to engaging in some dope convo with you that can help us all elevate. So like, subscribe, and maybe even share the video if you're feeling real generous. On that note, we'll let you get back to the video. See you soon. Ew.
What law did he just break? So the next comment that you write, Unc, tell me what law he just broke. And then I'll agree. It's illegal. You know what's not right? Not telling people what's going to happen if they do certain things. I still don't know what you think is not right as far as what he just said. He's saying exactly what's going to happen if you do those things in Florida, to try to deter people from doing them. See, what the other side does is they incentivize you to do illegal things. What this side is trying to do is deter you from doing illegal things. But we'll be more emotionally upset with Unc saying Unc, he's not threatening with violence. What? He's threatening violence? He's saying what's going to happen. So if somebody says, hey, if somebody puts their hands on me and I'm going to defend, I would defend myself, am I threatening them with violence? If I see somebody, if somebody's coming down the street and they're punching everybody in the face, and I say like, yo, don't do that with me. If you do that with me, you're not even going to have a chance I'm punching you first. Or if you punch me, I'm doing whatever back to you. Is that me threatening you with violence? Unc, we got to get out of this mindset, bro. Like, this is soft. This is a soft mentality. So now we're upset at the sheriff for saying, don't do these things because if you do them, this is what's going to happen. Like, oh, this is a mindset. Come on, man. This is, and I'm not calling you soft, of course. I want to be clear on that. I don't believe in calling a man soft, especially a man that I respect. But this is a emasculated mentality, and I really got it from what you just wrote. You said most men have motherly intentions like women, what they call a maternal instinct. This is, you know what's so funny? Why are we trying to think like women? This is the problem with our society, in my opinion. You got women trying to think like men and men trying to think like women. This is a very manly response to this entire situation, in my opinion. So Unc said it's wrong for him to state it that way. How did he state it that way? What's wrong? He's saying if you do these things, this is what you can expect to happen in return. So please don't do them. He's not welcoming like a lot of these Democrats do. Gavin Newsom trying to use being arrested as a publicity stunt. Oh, if they arrest, Vons, you're right. I am crazy. I'm bugging. I gotta be bugging. I gotta be bugging. It's got to be me.
It's that are being targeted for jobs, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs. You're seeing ICE agents that are being targeted for doing their jobs. And you're seeing obstructionists that are doing all of this, standing in the way of law and order. Not here, not in the state of Florida. So to make it real simple, if you don't want to have any of those things happen to you, obey the law. Go protest all you want. Do it peacefully. Stand on the mountaintops and yell your opinion, your views. We invite that.
Unc, this is wrong. This is mean. This is illegal. You said that this is illegal. This man started off. Let me remind people, because people may be saying, oh, well, he did say now peaceful protest. Let's go back to the first thing that he mentioned in this video.
That peaceful protests are part of our democracy.
He said it in the beginning and he said it at the end.
Get real simple. If you don't want to have any of those things happen to you, obey the law. Go protest all you want. Do it peacefully. Stand on the mountaintops and yell your opinion, your views. We invite that. But don't you dare break the law, because it won't go well for you. All right, gentlemen? Thank you, sir.
I'm a proud Floridian hearing that. I'm a proud Floridian. Protest, do it legally. You know what ends up happening? And this is what pisses me off so much. And people will try to play the sympathy, empathy games. And Vons mentioned this earlier. The people that get misled and tricked into doing the protesting. See, the very people that Vons claims to want to look out for, those are the very people, and I'm talking about across the board. We've had this conversation over and over. Black people. Let's talk about black people. Black people can't afford to be doing all this dumb protests and all this stuff based on the things that we complain about. Oh, it's hard for us. It's harder we got to work twice as hard. Yeah. So I'm glad that you're doing exactly what you're doing. And a lot of people are telling people who are calling black people out to come to the front line because they're so used to black people running to everyone's aid and front line in whatever fight that everybody else is, whatever current group of victims. They're so used to black people frontline in the fight that they have the audacity to be calling out black people to frontline this fight when they don't ever frontline our fights. And who ends up getting hurt in all this? It's the most vulnerable of us that gets manipulated into doing all this protesting. Now you get locked up. Now you get something on your record. And for what? I've asked plenty of times on this show today, what have all these politicians that y'all are willing to jump out the window for, what have they done specifically for you? Your people. Bond said our group of friends. What have they done for our group of friends? What am I missing? Am I ungrateful for the things that Barack Obama and Joe Biden did for me? Am I ungrateful? Because I don't understand. Professor! Professor wrote, Unc, have you ever played a sport? That's a good question. That's a good question. I see where you're going, Professor. I think you're going where you. All right, the last topic. All right, so the last topic. And shout out to Mo Crush. Appreciate you. I've enjoyed your commentary. Definitely. So let's get to this last. Do we have it? We should have the link. Yeah, we got the link. We got the link now. We don't have to search for it. All right, so this last part. Wait, is this the one that we want to show the link to? No. All right. I got the wrong link, but it's all good. This is why you have the backup. So let's go to the backup. We're going to play this video. And by the way, it just came out, I think a couple hours ago, that Trump's appeal, that the appeal, now Trump is back in control of the National Guard. Because I think when Gavin Newsom, when they sued Trump and them, they took away the power from Trump to control the National Guard, having them in California. They just went through an appeals process, and now Trump is back in control for the time being. I don't know if things switched since we've been on the show, but I know that came up in a video that I looked at a few hours ago. All right, so I want y'all to see. We got it right here. Let me put it on. All right, boom. Let's take a look at something that's super important. Super important. And she wasn't asking professionally. She was just asking, like, if you ever played a sport. It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.